Sheriff's deputies say Tony Choi approached the woman while she was outside and asked her if she wanted her dogs washed. She said sure, invited him inside, and that is when they say Choi attacked her.
CBS 8's Steve Price has been looking more into Choi's background and joins us live from Torrey Highlands with new details on this disturbing story. Steve.
And Carla, what we've learned is that Tony Choi is no stranger to law enforcement or, quite frankly, to us at CBS 8. Last year, he was arrested twice, and the year before that, we did multiple stories on him.
That's my number one safety concern, is safety for the dog.
CBS 8 first met Tony Choi in September 2022 after multiple grooming clients say he not only did a terrible job, but also injured their pet.
To see my dog after the fact, and she's curled up in a corner and obviously traumatized. I don't even want to think about what happened in that van.
David Miner says his golden retriever Dixie was in Choi's van for 3 hours and came out of it in bad shape.
It was terrible. It really was.
And Dixie's not alone. Kugel's owner says the golden doodle had cuts all over its body and Toodles left traumatized.
Raw skin around his ears and his rectum, the rear end. It was, and the underbelly was just raw.
Sheriff's deputies say Choi went into a neighborhood near Torrey Highlands the morning of Halloween and offered dog washing services to a 75-year-old woman who was outside her home. The woman invited him inside, and deputies say he sexually assaulted her. Fortunately, her caregiver interrupted what was happening, and Choi took off. He was arrested later that night near his Solana Beach home. I knocked on his door to see if he'd talk about the incident, but with the exception of 2 dogs that barked as I arrived, no one else was home.
My goal is never to injure a dog.
Choi has been charged with elder abuse and sexual assault, but CBS 8 has learned he's been arrested several times, including twice last year for allegedly driving under the influence of drugs. He's currently out of jail, released on $100,000 bail. And I checked with the district attorney's office today. They tell me that Choi is scheduled to be arraigned on Friday. By the way, when we talked to him back in 2022, he told our Anna Laurel back then that he actually changed the name of his business several times because he had so many bad reviews for his dog grooming. He had to do that to keep getting new customers. Marcella and Carlo.